What's up? Part two of the Whiskey Wonder Chronicles. As you can see, I don't know if you can see. Look, see that water? Booyaka! That's Lake Wadawi. It's in Alabama. Um, it's what? Maybe noon. Get all that up. Yeah, put all that in. Had a great weekend. I figure I'd hit you guys with one more review before I head back home. Back to my little drinking spot at the crib. Um, so brought it down here closer to the water. As you can see, water levels are pretty low, but that's what happens in the fall and winter. I am, however, giving you guys a really good review on, wouldn't call it my favorite, but a friend of mine came through on Friday. He had some left over. We finished it, and I decided to get me a bottle for my weekend and to also make sure that you guys knew what I was drinking. So I've been pretty lit all weekend. That's what I'm supposed to do when I take my family away and we get some stuff done. Um, they've been hanging out. They've been doing puzzles, playing video games. I've been drinking and smoking cigars and stuff. So tomorrow's Monday. I see no reason why the shenanigans should stop. Before we get started, I'm smoking this Sin Compromiso from Steve Saka over at Dumbarton and Trust Tobaccos. Released this year. I really like the band. It's a pretty toothy cigar. I don't know if you'll be able to see the. Yeah, I didn't think so. But yeah, you got the little flavor pockets, little oil pockets in it. It makes it really, really, really good, flavorful cigar. So far, I'm enjoying it. I would definitely need to get more. It's about 18 or $19 cigar. But it is Sunday, which makes it a good day for this cigar. I'm reviewing today. Oh. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. 1792. Now, I think it's the same distillery, if I'm not mistaken, where a few months ago, one of their warehouses containing barrels of their whiskey, like half of it fell apart. So a whole bunch of barrels came down. Not sure how many they were able to save. Um, I'm not sure what this is on my hand. That's gross. Um, and then, nearby creeks or whatever got, I wanted to say intoxicated, but I don't think that's the word for it, contaminated because of all the whiskey that drained into it. And then about a week or so later, the other half of that same warehouse collapsed. So I'm thinking whatever barrel survived, they're gonna bottle, give it special packaging, and upsell or hike up the price on it as surviving barrels of the collapse of 2018 over at Barton 1792 Distillery. Um, this is distributed by Sizrak. I don't know if I'm saying the name right. You guys don't care who distributes it though, so it doesn't fucking matter. What matters is it's 1792. It's a foolproof bourbon, 125 proof. It's a 750 milliliter bottle. I like the cap because look at that. Huh, I can see my kid. She's sitting right there. Hi. You guys can see the actual lake house. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm tripping. 1792, full proof. It says it right there. Um, it's it's a good bourbon. It's strong. It's strong. Distilled and bottled by Barton 1792 Distillery in Bardstown, Kentucky. The back of it says bourbon insiders have long acknowledged that full proof bourbon has a distinctly rich flavor. This bourbon has been bottled at its original 125 barrel entry proof, just as it was years ago when the barrels were first filled. Strong and full of flavor, this bold bourbon boasts an incredible deep and smoky taste, superbly balanced with sweet vanilla and notes of caramel. Well, I know what French vanilla creamer tastes like in my coffee. I know what vanilla extract tastes like. I like the chewy little caramels. Do I taste that in here? I don't know. Um, it's smoky. It is spicy. You can smell. the vanilla and the caramel. Okay, it's on the nose. It's on there pretty good. But you can also get it's the balance of it though, as far as the spiciness or the heat of it, as I call it. It balances out. So one thing I had started drinking some of this. At this point, I can go straight up neat. But again, if you aren't really good with the whole foolproof, high proof bourbons, you can add a splash of water. Like I said, I always recommend a splash of water or crushed ice versus ice cube. You know, do it how you want to. That's just how I like it. I like mine straight up. But again, I have used a splash of water just to get the different flavor profiles on it. Anyway, taking a sip. It is very full on the palate. It gives you a really, really full mouthfeel. It's got a little oiliness to it. Feels like a little oiliness. I can feel it in the back of my tongue. Has a little sweetness to it, but that alcohol comes in, takes over on the back end. Right up front, you get the sweet, but then as soon as it moves towards the back of your palate, you get the alcohol, which it all balances out. Chest a little warm. As you can see, I've got on my little sweater vest and a flannel beanie. It's not that cold, but it's cold enough that I'm comfortable. So this will definitely warm you up if you don't have a fire going. I do recommend drinking this at any given fucking time that you want to. It's a really good, that looks good. It's a really good, a really good bourbon. The thing about it is the other ones, I think there's like a few different lines of the 1792. I do know that I've had it before, not the foolproof, but the last ones I had gave me indigestion or some heartburn or some shit. It wasn't fun, so I didn't like it. But like I said, my homeboy brought some of this over to my house on Friday, right before I left for the lake, and we finished off a bottle. And I actually enjoyed it to the point where on the way here, I stopped and picked up a bottle. It's how much is it? I want to say it was about 50 bucks, which is not a bad buy. Like I said, I've had it since Friday night. I've got half a bottle left. I will probably finish it at home, but as of right now, I am enjoying the views of our lake house here. So that's about it. Next review, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. It's probably going to be a scotch. I'm ready to return back to my roots with the scotch. Haven't done a lot of scotch reviews recently. I've really just been on a bourbon kick. I did put on my Christmas list the Balvenie, I think a 14-year Peat Week single malt scotch from the Balvenie group. Balvenie is a pretty good scotch, but they made one that's pretty smoky, so I have to taste it. The price on that's $100. Maybe if I do a few more loads of laundry and sweep the floor at home, my wife won't feel bad about spending that on some liquor that's probably going to be gone within a day and a half. So, anyway, Whiskey Wonder. You guys stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Invite your little homies. Sit around. You know, fuck about and just go neat. Go on the rocks. Just go. Get shit-faced. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Whiskey Wonder. I'm out. That's a peace sign, but it kind of looked with the. Anyway, the cigar is in the way. Peace. Fuck it. Whatever. I'm so lame.